What is up, everybody? It's your boy Doody back again with another video, and I hope everyone had a great weekend. Your boy Doody did have a great weekend, and yeah, Doody's back at it, ready to work, get that grind on, and pump out the content. That's right. And the first piece of content your boy Doody's gonna pump out, of course, is the daily wrap from last night. Oh my lord, what happened yesterday? Many things, but the big thing, of course, the big event is OIC is back. That's right. OIC and his multiple socks have come back to proclaim King Dent. That's right. Now that Iron Chef Sakai's gone, Dark Side Pimp is only dropping a couple subs here and there. Apparently, yeah, our boy OIC and his multiple personalities is back. That's right. And he is proclaiming to be King Dent. So let's see what Phil had to say on the Daily Wrap.
Welcome to the Daily Wrap for what was Sunday, the 9th of March, 2025. And I'm just going to start off this Daily Wrap by saying, all of you out there and your amazing levels of positivity and support that you throw my way every single day, you never cease to amaze me. Seriously. Because today, as you can see, I still have the green screen cover on the chair. I'm kind of like trying to rush to wrap up. It's currently 9:51 p.m. Now, usually I try to end my stream earlier than this. But the reason that I'm doing this is because today, crazy thing happened. We started off today at 46 goals out of 50 hit. When we hit 50, we're doing the Five Nights at Freddy's Torture-thon, where essentially I'm playing all the Five Nights at Freddy's games in a marathon setting while drinking because I know that I don't like them and I need to get through them. It's a torture fest, basically. But it's a good idea. I've never played them before. I only played part 1 for like 10 minutes. I think I played Sister Location for like 15 minutes. And for me to finally take time to play these games and actually try to figure them out and learn them and give them a fair shake is actually an interesting premise. You know, maybe I'll change my opinion on them, or maybe I'll just hate them even all the more when I play them in this marathon. So I presented to everyone this morning on the podcast, listen, you know, if we hit 4 goals today, we'll do the marathon tomorrow, but we need to hit all 4 goals in one day, which is like impossible. We're never going to do that, right? So I told everyone, likely what'll happen is we'll hit some goals today, maybe some goals Monday, but I can't do the marathon on Tuesday because Tuesday we have Smart Guys, my wrestling commentary show. So because of that, understand that, you know, if we do hit the goals over the course of Sunday, Monday, we have to do it on Wednesday. They'll have to wait a few extra days. Fair enough, okay? So we started today off with Suikoden 1 HD Remake. And as we're starting it, we once again hit our goal before I started the game. This is the second time in a row that we've actually hit our goal for the stream of support before we actually started playing Suikoden. And I'm like, this is superb, because now as we play, I can just focus on the game, the voice acting. It's not really voice acting, it's just reading the text, but we just focus on it and have a good time together and not have to worry about the semantics of, oh, you know, I have to try to advertise and try to get more support and stuff like that. Instead, we could just treat it as a very laid-back, chill stream. Today's Suikoden stream went well, great progress, recruited a bunch of new party members because now we have the ability to have them come to our base and start building up a rebel army. That's the whole premise of most of the game, is to build up your rebel army, keep recruiting people to it. It's a really cool premise. So we got to the best parts today, for sure. We're getting to the better parts of the game, and it was a great chill stream. Awesome time together, okay? Then on the late stream, it was Avowed. And to be frank, I didn't know how it was going to go because I don't know if people are going to keep watching Avowed or not. Most content creators either beat this thing a month ago or stopped playing it entirely because they didn't like it. For me, I'm in the middle. I'm still playing it, but I'm not playing it often. Every time we play it, I do this open world exploration. We do dungeon crawling, we fight monsters, we beat bounties, we level up, we find rare items. I mean, tonight, I think I found another 2 rare weapons and a rare piece of armor. So now my loadout is different. Now I have a freaking ice axe and all this stuff. So we're having fun, we're interacting, we're hanging out, and we're having a great time, okay? All of a sudden, tons of support starts rolling in. We start getting tips, super chats, memberships. Now, admittedly, in the middle of all this happening, we hit 1 goal, okay? And I was like, great, 2 more to go, and we'll do the marathon tomorrow, but there's no way we're hitting 2 more tonight. All of a sudden, some people who I've literally never really seen in chat before show up and start dropping member bombs. Now, the problem with this is that in the last week, there have been 3 different instances, 3 different people who I'd never seen before coming by and dropping member bombs, and I can confirm with all of you, they were all fake. This happened on Smart Guys, and it happened on 2 other gameplay streams. These people come in, and they act nice, and the next thing you know, they're dropping member bombs, and they're fake. Then what they'll do, they'll use their VPN to change their location to, like, the United States to do, like, a $2 super chat and be like, oh, see, I'm legit, to make me count it. So I do, and then I find out they're all fake after the fact, and I make nothing on those, okay? For the record, this has been a rampant thing going on, not with me, but also the lolcow live channels and stuff have had this happening as well, supposedly. And they're not very happy with it either. So it's affecting a lot more people than just me at this point, okay? Anyway, in regards to this,
All right, so I want to stop it here. So, I mean, I don't think it would be that much of an issue, these Argentinian memberships, Phil, if you didn't make contributions and all that the focal point of your streams. I mean, I think you open yourself up to, that type of attack from trolls and detractors when you essentially talk so much about money. Now, I know what Phil's gonna think. Oh, it's probably Doody. Doody's not doing it, okay? Doody has better things to do. I'm not throwing cash Phil's way or anyone else's way. Sorry, it's just not happening. Just because you're an idiot and you believe everything you read and see and fall for, these trolls and LARPs, that's a you problem, Phil. But I've given you advice before, Phil. If you didn't make it such a focal point or get pissed off or get upset whenever these Argentinian membership thing bombs occur and you simply ignored it, they would go away just like everything else. It's just like when people criticize, I don't know, your weight or criticize your wife or whatever. If you didn't react so negative towards those comments, they would probably go away. Because again, Phil, the what trolls or detractors want to do is they want you to react to something that bothers you. And if they get a negative reaction from you, they're going to make the assumption that it bothers you and they're going to keep doing it. So my advice to you, Phil, is don't make a big thing about it. Don't bitch about it. Don't complain. If it happens, just move on. And or if it's that bad, shut off gifting memberships, which I think you could probably do, and the problem will go away. I mean, it's just something with YouTube's system, and I don't think it's going to change or go away. The best way for you to handle it is just don't give a reaction to it. And I know I'm going to get shit from people from giving Phil advice, but you can't always just criticize someone without offering some advice, right? So that's what I'm doing here. Just ignore it. Move along. Stop making a big deal out of it. Stop talking about it. Maybe stop talking so much about your money and your support. Maybe when you hit your goal, you don't celebrate like an idiot and start, felting the trolls, blah, blah. You know what I mean? That just angers people. It angers people into doing something, to hurt you. That's essentially what it is. So if you want this to go away, Phil, you stop making a big focal point of your content. If you do that, you'll be fine. I mean, I'll give you an example. Last night, you reacted very harshly to those memberships that came in that you don't even know if they're Argentinian. You just made the assumption because it was someone new and they were dropping 5 and 10 members, and you reacted negative to it, and that created content. So if you would have taken a different tact, that wouldn't have been an issue. You know what I mean, Phil? But you continue doing that. It's just like with Lucky Gremlin. You decided to make Lucky Gremlin an example, call him out in public, chastise him multiple times, and now it becomes content because you look like someone who can't take any criticism. You look like someone who bullies your chat when you could have simply just hit him or banned him, not say anything about it, and then move on from it. But again, your reaction to these things is what causes the reaction from detractors and trolls. So it is what it is. I mean, you could take the advice I'm giving you, or you can keep doing what you're doing and giving Doody and everyone else more content. I mean, it's up to you, Phil. Let's keep going.
So this happens, and I'm like, guys, you have to understand something. I'm got to be skeptical of you because these are names I don't know who you are, and even though I appreciate the support, I just don't know if it's real. So as this is happening, more people start supporting. Okay, I get some big tips and stuff. Oh, this is excellent. Then about an hour after the initial member bombs happen, these people, I guess, kind of figured, well, wait, maybe if we contribute to Phil in another way, he'll believe us. So they both of these people ended up doing significant super chats. One person did like 10, 15 bucks. Another person did like 20 plus bucks. And I was like, well, those are legit. Those are legit because you can't fake a super chat. If they had done Argentinian, it would have come in as Argentinian currency, and I would have known that the VPN was used. It came in as USD, so it's real, okay? I'm like, well, I guess they're legit. So I count their subs, I counted their memberships and everything. Next thing you know, we hit another goal. So now we're only one goal away from actually locking into the Five Nights at Freddy's marathon tomorrow. But we're near the end of the stream, and I'm like, there's no way. So I finished up the segment I was in. I saved. I said, all right, guys, we're going to take off. And then a giant tip comes in, and we hit it. And I'm like, are you out of your minds? So that's just wild. We just hit our goal for the Papa John's pizza party last, what was it, Tuesday or Wednesday? And now, within half a week, we hit another 10 goals, and we're doing the Five Nights at Freddy's torture marathon tomorrow, if you can believe it. All right. So, yes, it's official. I'm going to upload the gameplay tonight here of Avowed. We actually got pretty far. Next time we play Avowed, I'm finally entering parodies. I've literally cleared the entire map, and now we're going.
Yeah, Phil, no one cares. Well, let me address the whole goal thing. I mean, yeah, it's easy to hit goals when you're making up support, when you're making up tips. It's pretty easy when you're getting these fake anonymous tips at the last second, you know, to get you to your 150 goal, because of course you don't want to give the trolls a win. Yeah, it's very easy to hit goals. Duh. But again, I love how he brings up the fact that someone dropped a big tip and it got him to this. You know that someone is, right? That's right. OIC came in and dropped some massive donations. And by the way, he dropped more than one. He dropped 2 tips. His total support, OIC's total support yesterday was about $250 out of the whatever, the 450 or whatever. So yeah, he would have essentially just hit one goal. One go if it wasn't for OIC and his multiple socks. And, you know, but more than likely those other supports or these other tips or super chats were probably OIC socks, because we know the man has multiple personalities. But I found it interesting that when the support dwindles from Kick, you know, when he loses multiple dents, you know, Iron Chef Sakai and so on, out of the woodwork, out of the woodwork, of course, OIC comes back. That's his Huckleberry. That's Phil's Huckleberry. That's his fallback. Throughout these years, you know, dents have come and gone. You know, supporters have come and gone. But the one constant is OIC. OIC will never leave Phil, I think, sadly. No. OIC is addicted. He can't quit Phil. Just like Brokeback Mountain, he can't quit Phil. For whatever reason, this man right here whose t-shirt's about to pop, I mean, his shirt, those buttons are holding on to dear life. Those buttons probably are made out of fucking vibranium, just holding on. He loves him some 42-year-old Gouty Pig Roach. And yeah, I mean, I don't care whatever happens. I mean, they've had multiple fallouts in the past, and OIC's always come back. I don't know what it is. I mean, even after his whole transitioning, and you would think that he would, you know, he's starting a new life and a different life, and being that Phil is such a transphobe, that he would just move on to someone else. Fuck no, he's back stronger than ever, dropping major support. Who knows? Maybe Five Nights at Freddy is his favorite game, and he wanted to watch Pig Roach get drunk and play the game. Who the fuck knows? Anyway, that's happening today, so Doody be extremely bored. Nothing like a Five Nights at Freddy marathon to just bore someone to death. But we'll get some feasting with the pig. What else will happen that day? Feasting with the pig, drinking, and of course, a lot of begging. It should be interesting to see who comes out and supports for the marathon tomorrow. Being that, you know, the dents wailed out today. I mean, what did they drop? Supposedly they dropped, what, $600? A little bit more than that. So who knows? Today should be very interesting. Doody will be watching it. But yeah, that's all I really got to say. I mean, really nothing more. I did offer again some advice. So Phil, you can't never say that the detractors simply just shit all over you, which isn't the case. The detractors actually offer advice and, you know, try to help in some way, but we all know that you're never going to take the advice. That's probably why I partly feel, you know, fine with giving advice, because I know Phil would never take the advice. I mean, how many months has Doody been screaming about that PC of his, that motherboard is about to die? The motherboard is effective. It's just multiple ports that are failing for whatever reason. Either it's not getting enough power, or the board is fried, or whatever. And, he refuses to get it fixed. And I mean, honestly, that's a very simple fix. You take it to any local PC shops. You take it there. You say, I need this right away. I will pay you extra to get it done. They probably have a motherboard ready to buy. You get yourself a better motherboard. You end up spending about $150 on the motherboard. They charge you another $100. So for $250 and probably 2 or 3 hours of work, you can get that done, Phil. And you can get it done on your day off. Just don't go to the dump or the pet store one weekend and go get your fucking PC fixed. It's not that difficult. And you might as well do it. If you're there getting it repaired, you might as well upgrade your power supply as well, because I believe your shitty PC has a 700 watt power supply, which is fine. But at a minimum, people should have 1,000 just for extra upgrades. Put in 1,000 watt power watt in there and get yourself an X570 motherboard, and you should be good to go. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Peace out.